we'll see Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers versus Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
From the future site of Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 18 carries. And a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gallup with the catch there and coming off of a tough 2022. He was still recovering from a torn ACL and ended up with the fewest yards in a season of his career. The Cowboys know he's capable of much more, as he showed there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be second down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 21 carries, 99 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll take this down to the 26. Throwing here, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up, first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action now, Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Prescott now, option right. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You look at this Niner defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
3rd and 2.
Prescott now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now Prescott.
That is caught.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Luke Schoonmaker
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
2nd and 5.
Throwing. Prescott. This is caught. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And they'll go on the ground. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
On first down, Purdy.
On the move to his left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Now Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Prescott.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd down and a yard.
To the air again, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
First down, Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Prescott to throw it.
Going right back to Ferguson.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DJ Moore, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England, as we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, a rematch of the second ever Super Bowl, Packers and Raiders from Las Vegas at 8:15 Eastern Time. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On first down, it's Purdy.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here's Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A first down throw for Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
2nd down and 3.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Pollard.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that throw and will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Purdy now to throw.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Prescott on first down.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Purdy and the Niners down by 10. A minute 47 on the clock. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Here's Purdy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll give to Pollard. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run forward with Pollard going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. Finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 88 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, it's Pollard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Cowboys,
They improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.